Hello YouTube and welcome back to old Flads. This is Ace of Spades. I am 3 days late with this review and I apologise. That is a sniper and this is the custom map review part 6. Now, today's episode is on a map called Sniper Mountain, made by a guy called TNTMatthew, and I believe he's with the Detonators clan. And boy, have I got a treat for you guys today. This for a start, right? It's not Juno Beach, right? I'm not going to gush over it for the same reasons. Juno Beach was a beautiful thing. Juno Beach was a beautiful thing in an artistic sense. This, gameplay-wise, right? This is an incredible map. And also, one thing that I should probably point out now as well is that if you want to be publishing your maps and playing other people's maps, you can do it right now. Go onto the Facebook page, facebook.com/Ace of Spades game, or onto the forums. There's also a link for the forums. I'll put the links below anyway. You can sign up and you can just put your Steam ID in. You'll then get an invite to join the workshop, which means that you can publish and create your maps and have other people see them as well. There is no boundaries anymore. It's not just a case of you making maps and testing out the creator. Now other people can see them. Because, I mean, I have been hugely spoilt with as much that I've been able to look at the amazing work the community's done so far for a month now nearly. And I've seen some amazing work. And I just can't wait to see what other people are just going to pull out when everyone's involved in this, because the Steam Workshop is so important to letting the community sort of develop this game, and there is already some cracking maps. So I mean, the review show is stacked at the moment. There is some incredible maps. Don't forget, if you want to have your map reviewed, then just put your link either in the comments or send me a DM. Either way, I'll get to it eventually. But like I say, I might have to start pushing out 2 of these a week just because there's so many great maps. Anyway, on to Sniper Mountain. Now, when I first joined this game, I sort of looked at it. I came in straight into multi-hill, and I looked at it in spectate mode, as I generally do whenever I come into a brand new map, and I thought, oh my god, I've found multi-hill heaven. Look at it! Like, literally, there is multi-hills everywhere, but at the same time, this map has been incredibly well developed for not only multi-hill. As a multi-hill player, I do sort of get excited at these open world, very sort of undulating maps. They do really get me going. It's been developed across the board for all game modes. This is Mount Marksman, I believe. I don't think that's Mount Marksman. I'm pretty sure this is Mount Marksman. And the red v green war that's been going on has moved and migrated into the mountainsides. And this is said to be the longest battle that there has been so far. And it's designed primarily, right, as far as I can tell, right, him and his friends, they said, right, I'm going to be a sniper, and I'm going to plonk myself here, you're going to be a sniper, plonk yourself over there, and we are going to battle this out like men. Long distance, downtown, let's see who did it. And that was cool, right, from a TDM standpoint. Then he decided to add in everything else that makes this probably the best gameplay map I have seen to date. And I tell you, I highly rate my own map because I'm fairly big-headed, okay? This for gameplay wise, this really did sort of step it up a notch. And I think the most important thing when you start, if we want to just cover something quickly about sniping, the most important thing is that when you shoot someone, say I'm here and I shoot someone down there, once you've done that, you need to move. You need to get your ass moving. Don't stand there and wait for him to come back up and stand like cock in hand, sort of waving it about doing the windmill and thinking that no one's going to shoot you, because all that's going to happen is he's going to spawn to shoot you. So move as much as you can. Shoot and move. The best snipers you'll see in any game, it doesn't matter if it's Battlefield 3, it doesn't matter if it's Ace of Spades, it doesn't matter if it's Call of Duty. The best snipers, whether they're quickscoping or not, will shoot and they will move and they will keep moving. Camping is fine and it has its place, okay? It certainly does, especially if you're defending a base and you're really well hidden, or if you've poked yourself into the middle of a mountain, you're shooting out. That's fine. But if you are in open ground and you're looking for the really big scores, you've got to start moving. And this map just does it in abundance. There's so many great places to shoot from, firstly, and then move to. But it doesn't just cover sniping, okay? Although this map, if we take a look from above, it's big, right? It's a very, very big map. You'll have the blues, which I think this is the blue spawn here, and over the other side, which I can't even render, is the green spawn. It's a long way to run, okay, which makes it good for things like, I prefer the CTF maps in this sort of format. TDM is fine, providing you set the custom match to have 0 spawn time. You have to be, in order for the gameplay to work really well in this, it has to be sort of sped up, and the way to do that is take the spawns time out. Because if you do that, then once you die, you're literally motoring back into another position. Don't have people sitting around for 6-7 seconds, because it does take quite a long time to get back into position. Believe me, I sort of tried it a couple of times, and I decided that if you want a custom match, firstly, take out the laser beams. Secondly, take out the def cam, which sort of happens anyway when you go to spawn time of 0. And then from there, you can actually have a proper battle with it, if you know what I mean. And sort of work on ability instead of having that camera that goes and shows you where the guy was when he's dominating you. Way annoying. So I always take that out personally. The fact that you can take it out is good. The fact that it's in there is by the by, because of the custom rules. Anyway, I am going to try and get this done fairly quickly. Although I could talk about this map for an hour at least. Nonetheless, let's look into further map development. So apart from the undulating and brilliantly sculpted landscape, which just offers so much, let's say from a sniping point of view, loads of vantage points, loads of long sight lines. You want to play on the ground as a miner or commando, these valleys are just perfect for moving in and out of cover. You could quite easily avoid all the sniping points by moving through the low ground. That's such an interesting and clever design. I love that. I think the features that you need to include in your map have to cater for everyone. So a sniping map is fine, but if you don't accommodate everyone else, some people don't like sniping. Some people want to be an engineer. Some people want to be a commando. People want to be a miner. Let them do what they want to do. And this really does. And there's another just brilliant part of this map. However, you may have seen... Where did I just went past it, I think. Or is it over here? I think it's over here. This map has been brilliantly multi-tiered, and there's not a lot of maps can pull that off very well. Now I can cheat a bit because I'm in spectate mode, but I'll just show you a quick example. There is an entire network of tunnels been made by Matthew, TNTMatthew, underneath the entire map. Now what this does, and this is something that I really like, and it's probably for a reason that a lot of people won't like, but nonetheless, I'm going to tell you why anyway. I'm not clipping, by the way, at the moment. This is an underground tunnel that has been made by Matthew, and it just makes life so brilliant for things like CTF. Now, CTF, as I am clipping now, okay. CTF has a bit of a bugbear with me, in as much as that I find it can be a bit slow. That's me personally. Lots of people like the speed of CTF. That's fine. It can be a bit slow. Now, when it is a bit slow, you might find... I'm not clipping again now. You might find that you want the game pace to increase. So these tunnels mean there's not so much a lot of digging as there is a lot of moving. And when there's a lot of moving, it means that the gameplay speeds up. When the gameplay speeds up, personally, I find myself being a lot happier. You can get from one end of this tunnel network... I've gone the wrong way... right to the other end, and then only a little bit of digging up, and you're almost on top of the enemy spawn again. Okay, and that means that in CTF, the speed of the game is increased. It means that the enjoyment level for people like myself is increased. It opens up a brand new game mode almost. There's another tunnel down here. They're dotted around all over the place. The really clever thing is that from above, like from here, you wouldn't know it's there. It's been brilliantly concealed and sort of just dug into the landscape so that you can't actually see it. And I really love that. And like I say, it opens up things like CTF on a whole new level. Now, one thing I did want to point out is these hollow prefabs have been taking a bit of a bashing recently. Now, if this one wasn't completely bombed out by the fact it was a base recently, these underground caverns provide some incredible entertainment with regards to trying to defend a base. This is not one of the building levels, although when you're on the outside, say for example there's a base up here, you want to get your ass building quick, because if you're not, you've got problems coming. But it's not one of the building levels. What you should do with this is enjoy the FPS mechanics of the game. Enjoy the fact that the guy, Matthew, has made so much effort to develop every part of the level so that it's all playable. And there's small, I mean, even the graveyard, that's a bombed out house. It is a graveyard. Like, these little things, these are cool. Enjoy them. Enjoy the fact that they've been made. So, I mean, lots of maps aren't for people that don't like the building side of it. Some people won't play it because they want building side of it. You can build on here. You're going to have to defend these mountains, or actually to give yourself some chance of staying alive for 10 minutes. But nonetheless, if you really want to enjoy a map that has been brilliantly made across all game modes, thinking about various access points, sight lines, flanking maneuvers. I mean, you can move around the entire edge of the map and stay out the sight lines of a sniper who across a large majority of it. That is a hugely important thing when you're up against on a map and up against players that like sniping. Use the fact that there are many undulating valleys and there are huge flanking lines to go round. Like I say, CTF, you could go right through the tunnels in the middle. I would suggest using those first, seeing if people know about them, then flanking round, and then working in between the valleys. This is not about straight line, run over the top, shoot, die, repeat. It's a very big map, so you need to consider the fact you're going to want to try and stay alive for as long as possible, as best you can. Okay, so I've been going on for a substantial amount of time now, so let me get on to the scores. Aesthetics. Now, I am biased because I'm a multi-hill lover and I think this map looks amazing. Like, it does look like a microclimate, like a mountain range, sort of maybe high points in Scandinavia being condensed into a map, and it just allows you to run riot. And with all the cover, the way everything works with regards to you can play sniper, you can play commando, you can play mine, play whatever you want. I love it. I love the way that works, and I love the way it looks. Everything about it looks inviting. All the parts of the map look inviting. 10 out of 10 for aesthetics. Good start. Creativity. Simply because of the way that everything works together and the way that the level is multi-tiered. It also offers huge gameplay opportunity for all the classes, and it also offers so many varying ways of moving about the map. It's a 10. Okay, it's a 10 out of 10 straight away. Didn't even have to think about it. Okay, usage of map. On pretty much every game mode, you will use 99 to 100% of this map. If you don't, you will die a lot. Okay, that is pretty simple. You have to move on this map. It may, because it's big and because it's got snipers in there, doesn't mean that you don't use all the map. If you don't use all the map and you spawn over at that building there and you plonk yourself here and you keep coming back here, all that's going to happen is you're just going to keep falling over because you're getting shot in the face. Move. Utilise the fact that this entire map has been brilliantly designed. It allows you access from everywhere to everywhere in a varying different ways. Okay, so use the whole map. As such, another 10. 30 out of 30. We're going strong. This is good. Game modes. Game mode availability is everything apart from demolition. Is that right? Let me double check that. I just need to make sure that I got that right, because if it is everything, I'm not a fan of demolition. Okay, it's not really my game type, and when it was in ranked matches before, I was just like, oh god, I really wish this wasn't just demolition. Now, okay, so it's got classic CTF, diamond mine, multi-hill, occupation, TDM, territory control, VIP, zombie. The only one missing is demolition. I am not. That's 9 of the 10. I am not holding it back for not putting demolition in, because I don't think this is a map for demolition. So I'm going to credit him for not having that in. So 10 out of 10 for game modes. Holy crap. We're on 40 out of 40. Is this going to be a first full mark 50 out of 50 game? Well, longevity prediction. Now, Castle Wars suffers because it's a big map, in my opinion. People will see Castle Wars and think it's big. I'm not terribly wanting to run for miles, especially in something like multi-hill when the bases are a long way away. So, longevity prediction for this, because it is so big, is a tricky one. And now, it would have been nice just to give a 10 out of 10 and just make it the 50 and just say, yeah, 50 out of 50. But I've got to consider the fact that people are going to look at this map and maybe think it is too big. Then, once they've played it, I don't think that's going to be much of an issue, because it seems big, but because you're moving up and down and over hills, you're in different parts of the map very quickly. That is what keeps people interested. So, with that in mind, I think I'm going to give it 10. And we're going to give it 9. 9 for size. No, we give it a 10. 10 out of 10. 50 out of 50! It happened! It's happened in week 6, episode 6. We have a 50 out of 50 map. Sniper Mountains. You are the very first full score map from the community in Ace of Spades custom map review. Congratulations, TNTMatthew. You are a legend. This is an amazing map. It's an amazing work of art. It's got some of the best gameplay setups I've ever seen. This guy makes lots of maps, so go and check him out. His links will be in the description below. Congratulations. Thank you so much for this map. It is a ton of fun. 50 out of 50. If you hadn't guessed already, my personal score is 10 out of 10. Okay, I love this map. I love the way it works. I love the way it looks. I love the way that you can play any game mode and it works. Incredible effort. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Old Flads, and this was the first 50 out of 50 map I have reviewed. Incredible stuff. Cheers and goodbye.